Pierce Investigation Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, drowns his members in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. What? Pretty much like all the detectives then. We'll see how the game volume is if I have to lower it. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his colonists can remain sane to the hideous end. We love crap. Pretty shark. Hey, move. Use WSAD. Moving. This is something that to see if there's any. Sorry if you get dizzy from that. See if there was any artifacts or weirdness. Lovely butchery. Hey, Murphys. Yup, finished it and did every quest after defeating the hybrid. Yeah, I did finish it today. I just switched to this one just like a few minutes ago. Let me out. Nobody wants to let me out. Nope, ranged. He just kept shooting at me all the time. I had no chance getting into melee with him. I'm doing good, thank you. I think I might be in the wrong spot. Okay. Someone went splash. How do you do, Murphys? A good day at work today, or? How unusual, huh? My hair is actually cooler today.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Ew, yeah, that's too hot for my liking too.
What a putrid offering.
Aw, poor killer whale. Yes, it is on sale. On Steam, that is.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
What would I run for? Oh, is that running speed? Oh my god.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Soul Diary. Pierce Investigation Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, subtle scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine at the moment. Inventory. Lost Battalion 10-7-18. That's my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division, the man of the last battalion who fell. What the actual heck? This is a detective story about the occult, about you know, what you can't see really, strange things happening and so on. That's what I know about it. Okay, so there's a freaking skill tree. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Occultism. Representing your knowledge of the occult sciences. This increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Ecology. Ecology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. Undiscovered object will not appear in game. Okay. Eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Okay. Investigation represents your investigation talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Hey, lock picking, Murphys, look. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Doing this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Holy shit, that's a lot to go through though. Can you switch these around or? I'm pressing G for remove. Fuck. No, I think it's only on sale on Steam right now, during the summer sale. Mental trauma, nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse Argonne Offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the last battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from an enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold the position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of the fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Okay, lovely. Okay, Pierce. Okay, the doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I begin again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. I seem to suffer from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me?
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctor prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Guess we can only... But we could peel it off, maybe?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Okay. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. LOL, sir.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you are already outside the law, there is not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Okay.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Decided.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Yeah. Check those. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Hey, you can hold on. Okay, we don't drink them.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, so we got 8 points to use. One requires 2. Will be 6. That one. Get this one. Or if I should just skip that one. Go for this. Okay, so you can actually put like half points in. This one, why does it require so many points? Damn it, I don't like it. I like that one. This. Go with that.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
That's a lie.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means...
Nice insult.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Oh.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory.
Yep.
Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
No, that's what the game is about, so that's not a spoiler, really. Because that's what the introduction of the game is all about.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
So, these are green, so why don't I get
The
it?
sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with...
And you think your daughter could have...
That is what... Go to Darkwater.
That's something we have to find out of. That one seems to be a dumb thing to say, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Let's see. So we had leave Darkwater, find out about Darkwater. Okay. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist's death. He's convinced that she is a sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I'll certainly find something on Darkwater in my bookcase. Check that. Okay, so we have Stephen Webster, Charles Hawkins, ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity in Darkwater, and the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, a painter, huh? A painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnist. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in the fire that claimed the whole family. Okay. Cult. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. Her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, and the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Track from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. Clues, Chapter 1. The shipping label and looked at, and then we had the painting. So this painted depicts a monster silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that is linked to the death of his daughter. Okay. There's nothing in there. Nothing else to get there, so we're done with that part.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
There's really nothing new here.
I used to be an avid reader.
Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. So you're a friend like that, huh? Marvis? Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. First volume lists all of illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Knowledge. Okay. I don't think there's anything else there. We're not gonna drink anything. I think we are done. Oh. Almost.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Now, can I take the hat with us?